What? Hello? Hi guys. Oh my god, I'm so sorry I started so late. Fudge was making him help. Fudge was making me help him do stuff. So, I was I was doing that. What's up guys? Oh my god, chat underscore username. I love your streams. Will you shine my toddler's forehead? Dude. Did you catch it, bro? Did you catch the shiny? I can't hear right now. Oh, I hate chat underscore username. He sucks. He's the worst, man. Okay. Hi, guys. I actually got back from my trip on Monday. Today's Thursday, so you're just gonna have to forgive me for, not doing this. Um, yeah, I thought I had, today is Thursday, right? Oh my god, don't tell me I'm wrong about that. Okay, yeah. I thought I had, a really bad, or I was super sick too, because Fudge got really sick. He got very sick. And I thought I was, getting whatever he was getting because I had, a really sore throat. But, I'm fine now, so, I just booted it up, damn. Did y'all see my shiny fail? No! What? What happened? If you could visually see my reaction, I go, what? No way! Oh my god. Are there Ajax that they prayed for my downfall? That's fucked up. That is so evil of them, dude. Okay, alright. Let's talk. Okay, so it ran away. Damn. That fucking sucks, man. Okay. Friday. I think we left for the airport around 10 a.m. I don't have anything notable to say about that. The drive was fine. We stopped at I don't even remember, a fast food place, and I think because we stopped to eat something, Fudge and I were almost late for our plane. When we got there, they just announced that they were boarding everybody, and that's what I was like, oh god, we gotta hurry. LA Yapathon, I miss it. I'll be home in an hour maybe. You're gonna miss all of my yapping Eefy, I'm sorry. But yeah, but we made it on to our flight on time, so that was fine. Everything was fine. I'll be honest, I was the plane ride's gonna be terrible because I'm gonna be in so much pain because I have to sit there for 2 fucking hours on this plane, and it honestly it did suck, but I never got up. I physically I was Fudge, you have to let me have the aisle seat, because I'm gonna need to get up at some point. But I never ended up getting up, which was really nice. I brought my 3DS with me, and my little I bought this really cute little carry-on bag. So I was like I need something to put my phone and stuff in because I'm gonna be wearing shit that does not have pockets. Hi, oomph. So I brought my 3DS with me, and I was playing Dream Drop Distance. And I was thinking to myself, I was looking up and watching people who were watching movies and shit, and I was like, none of these guys know ball like me. But also, for some reason, and specifically in just this plane over to LA, one half of the cabin, the side that we were not on, their screens were working correctly, and they were showing messages and shit. Our half was not working at all. I was that's fucked up, honestly. I was really sad because I was watching somebody in front of me on the other side of the aisleway, they were watching this I don't know what you'd call it. It was showing us where we were flying over the states, and I was I want to watch that, but I couldn't. And I was so sad. The other of my planes had screens, bro. What can I say? Hashtag the rich get richer. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I both the times flying there and flying back, I was so motion sick. It was terrible. I was really glad that they had ginger ale on the flights because I was not doing good. I felt so sick. But then I was like, oh yeah, can I have ginger ale? And they'd be like, sure. They handed me the cup, and I was like, this ginger ale tastes it's not as good as I was expecting. With what brand of ginger ale is this? And I was looking at the menu thing, and I was just, that's fucking Schweppes, bro. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. Fucking disgusting. Hashtag Canada Dry every day of the week. I was like, I have to carry this burden, bro. Okay, but anyways, the worst part of the trip, arguably, at least in my opinion, was okay. So Fudge and I were on a plane together, right? Because when we booked the flight, I wasn't sure if Firegator was like coming along with us. So he was like, "Oh, it's fine. Like I'll just book my own flight." And so his flight left like maybe like an hour or so after our flight left. Um, so we were like around, sitting around in the airport waiting for him. The thing is, not only did he have a different flight, he also had a completely different like carrier too. And LAX is huge, and so he's like, "Oh, like I landed, like we're trying to figure out where he is," and the fucking whole like run around trying to figure out what gate to go to. Like I guess some lady told him that to like ride a shuttle or whatever, and it told him to like get off at this certain stop, and so. Oh, sorry, I got something in my throat. And so he gets off at this stop, and it's like not even close to us. And so we're like trying to figure out. It was awful. It was terrible. And like the worst part is like Fudge and I are on the top level, and Firegator's on the bottom floor the entire time. So we're walking around. We're like, "I don't see you. Like, where are you?" And then I was like, "Wait a minute, are you on the ground?" I was so mad that I didn't figure it out sooner. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, that was the worst part. And then like by the time that we like got and found each other, and we took the shuttle over to like where the like Uber and like taxi places were, and Fudge was like, "I'm trying to figure out if it's cheaper to take an Uber or take a taxi." I was like, "Take the taxi. It's fucking right there. I want to lay down." I was like, "I'm so tired of this bullshit, bro. Get me out of here." Dude, LAX was terrible, bro. It was awful. I didn't know there was multiple floors, dude. I didn't know that shit either. Until like we were like walking through, and I saw like a fucking elevator and shit, and I was like, "Are there multiple floors?" And then I remember the like when we went in 2023, Fudge's aunt picked us up on like the bottom floor. Then I was like, "Oh right, there are multiple floors." I was like so mad that I didn't recognize it sooner. Like I could have saved us a fucking headache or two if I had fucking noticed, but you know. Dude, who's this? I think this is Donald Small. I don't know. But anyways, we finally get to our hotel, right? And oh my god, yeah, I think we hung out. Fucking. We were trying to figure out what to eat, right? And they're like, "We're just gonna DoorDash it." I was like, "Okay, whatever. Yeah, we can DoorDash some food or whatever. I don't care." They were like, "Oh my god, let's get Shake Shack," and I was like, I did not. I personally did not want to eat a burger or anything like that, but they're like, "Oh my god, Shake Shack, we'll never get an experience like this again." I was like, "Yeah, okay, we can have Shake Shack." It was okay. Listen, there are chicken sandwiches where I live that taste better than that, and their fries were abysmal. They were disgusting. They didn't taste like anything, and that hurt my soul. Like, they were really bad. Also, when did hotels take out vending machines? Because there was not a singular vending machine in that hotel. They only had like a little like store that you could go down to, and I did not want to fuck with that. Like, what happened to vending machines in hotels? I like vending machines in hotels. Why did we get rid of them? The burgers were great though, and the shake was pretty good too. I mean, I imagine a place called Shake Shack would have a good shake. But you know, that's just me. And then the TV had they were having a Back to the Future marathon, so I watched Back to the Future as I fell asleep. How do you have a hotel without a vending machine? I don't know. Yeah, they were advertising $7 bottles of water. The worst part of LA was the tap water was unfucking drinkable. I'm sorry if you live in LA and you have to experience that every single day. I am so sorry. I don't know how you could live with tap water that just like straight from the tap, you cannot drink it because it's that disgusting. Like, that is insane, bro. We all tried it and it was like, my god, bro. That is insane. So anyways, I fell asleep and then I woke up at like, I don't even remember, like 12 a.m. And then from then, that period on, I had on and off again, like hour sleep, like 2 hour being awake. Like, it was awful. I could not sleep at all. And I don't know if it was like my anxiety or like if it was the horribly uncomfortable bed that I was sleeping on. It might have been the bed, if I'm being honest, because like I just could not sleep. That and like, this is so stupid, but I'm really used to sleeping with like a fan on in the background, and I was like, oh, I'll just like play like a fan noise or something to fall asleep to. But it didn't sound right, the one that I put on, and so I couldn't sleep. It was really bad. I think that by the next night, I had found a better, like, fan sound that I could sleep to, but, like, that night was terrible. I couldn't sleep, man. Yeah, you want to talk about your fucking, your guys' like 4 mile fucking hike to go get like shit and like I'm really glad I was asleep for that, honestly. But yeah, so that was Friday. So we move on to Saturday. Jax was our Uber for like pretty much this whole trip. He was picking us up and stuff, and I was really excited because I prepped the real Cthulhu T Small cosplay that I've been working on forever. I've like bought all the components for it and everything, and I took a picture to show you guys. Let me pull up my image slideshow. This is such a low quality picture. I was looking at the pictures I took, and I was like, wow, these are really bad pictures. This one in particular is the worst. I cropped my face out, and I was showing this to Fudge. I was like, do you think this is a good cropping? And he was like, yeah, that's great. Unedited, by the way, yeah. This is what I actually look like. I don't know why it's the worst picture I've ever taken. But yeah, this is the real Cthulhu T Small fit. Yeah, the only thing that I could not get to fit or like work was the hair clip. It would not stay in my hair because like my hair is actually really thin. IRL, so it would not stay, but you know. that was my fit, and if I'm being honest, I regret not bringing a spare change of clothes because like after a bit this outfit was like not uncomfortable to wear, but the skirt kept like riding up my ass. And it was awful. But you know, I got, if you ever want to wear the Cthulhu T Small fit, the top, the tights, and the leg warmers, I bought all of those from Hot Topic, every single one of them. So you know, the skirt is the only thing that I didn't buy from Hot Topic. I actually don't even remember where I bought the skirt from, but if you ever just get like a pencil skirt, it would work. It would totally work. And the gloves, you can buy them online. They're really cheap. So yeah. Another friend of mine is streaming. Oh hey, yeah, no worries, bro. Thank you for coming. Bye bye. Oh, I just punched my mic. Yeah, no, that. I'm sorry for that 4 mile hike you guys had to take, bro. And then the bottled water you guys bought was also just tap water. Fucking, that's crazy, man. Okay, yeah, so then I was like dressed and ready before like fucking, I think it was like 6 a.m. and I was already dressed and ready. So I was like, I was raring to go. But like our breakfast didn't start till 7, bro. I was like, man, what the fuck? But you know, it was whatever. Honestly, I didn't really care. I just waited until it turned, and then honestly, the breakfast was like, it really wasn't terrible. It was fine. I'll say the bagels they had were like actually disgusting. I damn. But yeah, I ended up having like different things every day just to test and eat, and like they had this like waffle maker that was fine. The last day we were there, they had these like spinach like egg bite things, and I put those on like a McMuffin. That's not the right word. Why am I thinking of McDonald's? I put those on like a muffin thing, and honestly, that was probably the best breakfast I had. But you know, what am I talking about breakfast? I have to tell you guys the really funny thing. Okay, so we meet up. We meet each other for the first time. We go, wow, yay, everybody's real, woohoo! We drive over. So the plan was for us to land in this. Hi, what?
No, keep going. Don't worry about me.
Okay. So the plan was for us to drive over to an area of LA. It was called like Little Tokyo or whatever, and then we were gonna take the AX had like a free shuttle that would drive people like over to the like building or whatever. So we're like, we'll drive over. Jax parked the car, and then we walked over to where the shuttle was being picked up. This story is not funny. It's not funny, but every time I think about it, I want to laugh so fucking hard. So we make our way over to where the shuttle is, and I shit you not, the moment we get there, we're like getting in line or whatever, because there's like a huge line of people waiting to pick up the shuttle, and I wasn't paying attention. I was not paying attention, but like all of a sudden this loud fucking like dog whining sound comes, and some lady's fucking dog like walked out in the street and got hit by a car. And it like all happened in front of this huge fucking crowd of people, and we're all just sitting there in shock and awe. And it's really funny because like the whole time we're walking, like I'm in the back basically because I walk really slow because of my injury, right? And so everybody just turns around to look at us because like Fudge and Firegator are walking with me, and they're like they have these like shocked looks on their faces, and I start laughing so hard. I'm sorry because it's really fucked up. Like this dog was dying in the street. But oh my god, every time I think about it I laugh because everybody was just like in shock, like we didn't know what to do, like and this lady is like screaming at this guy in this truck because he just like hit her fucking dog, right? But I guess according to like people who were paying more attention than I was, she didn't have her dog on a leash or anything. She was just like walking out in the middle of the street, and like the car pulled up and didn't see the dog. He just like fucking hit it. And like I don't know what happened to the lady's dog, if I'm being honest. She did start kind of like yelling at us, the crowd of onlookers, to come over and help her, which I was like, I don't know, like what she wanted us to do because we're all like weebs, I guess. Like none of us were like versed in like veterinarian skills, but like, you know, I understand like why she was frustrated, and like some people did come over and help her and like, you know, like help her like call people and stuff. But you know, yeah, that was crazy, dude. It was insane moment. But at the time, in the moment, like I I really had to hold back a lot of my laughter, which I feel so bad about. Like I genuinely feel awful, but you know, yeah, honestly. So I got by a Cadillac Escalade once, bro. Hey Kuma, what's up? Kuma, I have a picture to show you. Stick around, I have a picture to show you. I took a picture because I was in line for this booth. I'll talk about it in a second, but I was like Kuma would be so jealous. I'm gonna take a picture and make him jealous. Okay, all right. So we get on the shuttle. Actually, we're the last. I'm pretty sure the last people to actually fit on the shuttle. It was crazy. I was like surprised we managed to get on, right? And so we make our way over, and we get to the building and we like walk in. Here's the fun part. Jax was like leading us to where we needed to go, right? He was like, okay guys, follow me, like I got this. Then we wandered around for like 10 or 15 minutes, like hopping from building to building because Jax actually did not know where we were going. That was really fun, honestly, because like we had to, well, there's like a huge, like when I went in 2023, it was not this big, I swear to God, but there was a huge stretch of like area that we had to go from the like where the shuttle dropped us off to like where we actually needed to go to like, you know, like make our way to the artist alley and shit. And so we were like walking that, but Jax kept like fucking turning us around and like leading us in the wrong places. You saw a tank, didn't you? Oh bro, this is WeebCon, dog. I only saw weeb shit. But yeah, no, we finally made it to the front entrance, and then like pretty much everybody split up. Yeah, Chuckles went to like the exhibitor space, I think, like the big one at the top, like you had to go like up the stairs and stuff. I think Jax said he had to go pick up something for Yua, and so he went that way. And then myself, Fudge, and Firegator, we all went to the artist alley. I think there's tanks and weeb shit. Well, I didn't see any tanks, so and so I was so pumped to make my way to artist alley, and I really wish I hadn't been. It was a fucking nightmare. It was so bad. He can't log in on his PC. Fucking hell. Yeah, well, we'll talk about Fudge losing his phone in a second. I'm just kidding. We don't talk about that too much. You gotta watch it? No. I knew somebody in high school who tried to turn me on to that shit. I'm sorry, but I'm not watching that. You know, love who you love, though. Watch what you watch, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the artist alley was terrible. It was awful. It's because they, like, made room for a bunch of, like, fucking booths of, like, fucking just random fucking bullshit and, like, giant fucking, like, fucking, like, like, God, what's the word? Like, figure, like, booths or whatever, just like huge booths. And so like all the actual artists and their tables got pushed like way back, to this like much smaller space, and because of that, the aisleways to like look at artists' booth like and like buy shit from them were so fucking crowded. They were so fucking crowded. You could not walk through a single fucking one of those without fucking having to fight your way through a crowd. Like, you would be like fucking toe to toe with people fucking like shuffling forward. It was awful. It was terrible. I was like, I could not fucking believe it, bro. It was just awful. It was like, in the air quality was so fucking bad. Like, multiple times I thought I was gonna fucking pass out. I couldn't stop to like look and see what artist I wanted to buy from, because like you didn't have the time to fucking breathe in those things. It was terrible. It was so terrible. I ended up just like zeroing in on very specific artists that I wanted to buy from, and then being like, okay, I gotta shuffle through, and then I would shuffle through and like go there and stand in like another horrendously long line because like, you know, it's already like backed up enough, and then I would have to like fight my way through a bunch of people to like, I ended up being in this line for this one artist for like 20 fucking minutes. I swear to God, I had to like fight people like toe like fucking like try to like, I didn't want to shove people, but I was getting really close to shoving people because I just wanted to get my shit and leave. Like, it was awful, but I got merged, so you know. Gateless, you gotta watch that. That is an anime title? That's crazy. Facial awareness challenge simulator level 9. Yeah, it was awful. It was terrible. But you know what? I got I got some merch, so you know. Yeah, no, the lines were just fucking terrible. It was awful. But you know what? Still was having fun, right? So one artist in particular that I really wanted to buy from was in the R18 section. And I guess you had to like go and get verified. So I was like, okay, we gotta go do that or whatever. And so, you know, we ended up wandering around a whole bunch more. Like, Fudge and I went to the top bit too, and like looked at the my throat is dying, the exhibitor halls, and we got our badges, and we went into the R18 section. And I'll tell you, even though, so the to get into like the artist alley section for the 18 plus like area, you had to stand in a really fucking long line. And it was like cornered off in this like section of the building where like it was so hot because all these bodies were crowded up together. But like, I was more relieved at that because it meant that when you were walking through the artist alley of the like R18 section, you could actually fucking look at things without like bumping into people. So I was like fine waiting in that line. I thought the line was perfectly fine, if I'm being honest. I think we only waited for like 10 or 15 minutes anyways to get in, which like, I was like, yeah, that's fine, man, I don't care. So, you know, I went in and I got my stuff, and I was super awkward. Because like, I was the only person at that artist booth at the time, so I was like, hi, But that was fine, so you know. You haven't seen Soma Spider, so what? No, bro. Oh, shit, yeah, you're right. No, I do still have your Dojin. I forgot to hand it to you because I forgot that it was in my bag, if I'm being honest. Hamburger! Dude, I got you. I don't remember where the burger is, though. Is that my burger? My burger! I'm kind of big right now, so I have to make the burger a little small. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. We were really tired. So, I got my merch, and then I think, I don't remember if this was before or after, Fudge was like gonna go split off to meet people, but I was still like, oh yeah, this is when we went up to the top part. I was still like, I want to keep walking around, even though my feet were killing me. Put the burger on the photo of you too. Yeah, I got you. 1 second. My feet were like killing me, but I still wanted to keep like walking around. I was like, I'm not ready to be done yet. So then I walked over to this other booth. I'm so sorry, I'm gonna like butcher artist names because I don't remember how to pronounce them, but I went over to this artist because I knew that they were like selling, like they had this like Hololive collab stuff. So I went over and I stood in there like a graciously long line, if I'm being perfectly honest. But it was fine. When I went in, the lady was like, I was like, is this the line? And the lady was like, do you know what you want? I was like, yeah. And she's like, go ahead. And I was like, okay. While I was standing in line, I was like, oh, they have Bay merch on display. I was like, I'll take a picture for Kuma. I've edited all of these photos to crop out any pictures of people I took. Because obviously they don't, you know, they didn't know I was taking the picture or whatever, so I'm cropping them out. But yeah, Kuma, I'm sorry, this is kind of like a bad angle for this picture, but I was like, oh, I bet Kuma will go crazy over this. Picking my phone is even so hard, bro. Your feet is murder. Yeah, dude. It was terrible, bro. Like, I think I had the stamina to, like, walk around and stuff. Like, I was physically fine except for my feet. My feet were just, like, dying, bro. My bank account gone. Yeah, right behind this, like, board was, the Mori merch, which I bought the Mori jacket. It's so thick. I was like, the whole time I was like, this is not gonna fit my suitcase, but I'm gonna have to wear it back because it's like, it's really fucking big. But, you know, I'm happy about it, so. Yeah, dude, it was crazy the amount of fucking walking we did. So, anyways, after I bought this, it was right next to this booth was the, like, the Iron Mouse booth. And so I stopped to take a picture of the mint art because I was like, that's my Oshi. It's really funny. While I was taking this picture, some guy was like about to like walk across, and then I watched him like stop because he could like see that I was taking a picture. I turned around and I was like, oh my god, thank you. He was like, yeah, of course. I was like, I felt so embarrassed. But I was like, I was happy that nobody was heading in front of it so I could take a cute little picture of it. So then, I went back and met up with everybody, and we stopped, and we were, like, talking. I'll tell you, by this point, I had, like, 3 different bags on me. I had, like, one on my shoulder, one on my hand, another one on my other shoulder. I was strapped up. And so, like, we walked over. I walked over because I was all by myself at this point and, like, met up with everybody, and we sat and chilled for a little bit, and then, I think, gosh, I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, we were there with another person, but, I'm not gonna like, I won't talk about that much. It was like a friend that Jax brought along. And at that point, they had like a really bad migraine. So Jax was like, you know, like, I'm gonna stay and hang out with them, but I'll show you guys to where like the next like big exhibition hall thingy was. And we were like, okay, cool. So Jax led us all the way over there. And at this point, it's all 4 of us. So me, Fudge, Firegator, and Chuckles. And so we make our way over to that area. And they had more Hololive stuff there, and so I took a picture of the little Mori standee that they had. Oh, she's so cute. I wanted to get more of the merch, but like this particular art piece, I was like, so I only bought the bumper sticker because I was like, I'll put it on my car, teehee. But yeah, we walked around this area for a little bit too. They had a bunch of stuff that was cool and stuff. Yeah, Maui, my kami Oshi. Fate Montome. But I walked in front of multiple cameras. I believe it. You saw the real Mori climbing? Yeah, dude. This was awful because we were standing in front of it, and Chuckles was like, you should go over there and like pose with your Oshi. I was like, no, I'm okay. And he was like, no, you go over there. I'll take a picture. I was like, no, I'm okay. And then he was like, fine, I'll take a picture with my phone. And he pulled out his phone, and I was like, stop, I don't want this. And then he was like, okay, fine, I'll just take a picture. And he just put his phone and took a picture of me. And I was like, dude. Oh, it was crazy, man. One fucking Gunpla booth, and it was upstairs. I didn't have any good kits. Damn, that sucks, man. You guys saw some stuff at the underground mall that we went to, though, right? Okay, yeah. So at this point, we're like walking around the booth thing, and like Chuckles kept like disappearing from us, and like we couldn't find him, and so I made it my solemn mission to like stick with him. So we at the very least, if we were separated, like we were separated as groups or whatever. And so Chuckles and I were like walking around. I think Fudge and Firegator went back to like hang out with Jax and stuff. And so Chuckles and I was still just like walking around. And oh my gosh, I forgot to include the picture, but we found this like huge gachapon center, which by the way, constantly on repeat was playing this fucking gachapon song. And I was like, if I was a worker at this booth, I would have killed myself by now. I like turned to Chuckles and said that. I was like, this is so fucking annoying, and we've been here for like 5 minutes. So they had like a bunch of gachapon machines, but they had like a couple of Hololive ones, right? And they had one that had Okayu in it. I was like a couple of other like members of her gen and stuff, but I was like this is the highest chance that I'm gonna get Okayu from this gachapon machine, so I'll just do one spin on this gachapon machine, and if I don't get it, that's like whatever. And then I got her. I was so excited. I was so psyched, bro. I was like, yes, let's go. And then I don't remember what Chuckles ended up like. I think he was doing like a one-piece one or whatever. Anyways, so then we started like walking back, but like, okay, at this point my feet are on fire. Like they actually felt like they were on fire, and I was like, Chuckles, we should head back, and like go like hang out with everybody else. And he was like, okay, yeah. And then he was like, oh, but I want to check out this thing first. And so I was like, okay. And then that happened so many times. I was like, Chuckles, I'm gonna fucking strangle you. But I was like, it's fine, it's whatever. And then as we're walking back, he was like, you know, I'm gonna get something to eat. I was like, oh my god. But I didn't. I was like, yeah, that's fine. I didn't want him to like think that I was mad at him or anything. I was just like, yeah, we can do that. Sure, definitely would have done like a three. No, it was like $3 for a coin, and you had to have like 3 coins to play on like any of the machines. I was like, I'm only doing 1 because I'm not made of fucking money. Okay, this is crazy. I brought like $300 at AX, and I didn't even spend all of it at AX, which is crazy. I was really expecting that I was going to spend all of it at AX. But anyways, so we finally make it back to where everybody is. And then I think, so somewhere in between like us being split up, like Fudge and I went outside to like where all the food vendor booths were to get food, and I spent like 30 minutes waiting to get like 2 fucking incredibly overpriced onigiri because I was so fucking hungry. That was awful. But anyways, yeah, so we met up, and then we were all like, okay, let's get the fuck out of here, because I think it was like, I don't remember, it was like around like 5 p.m. ish. And so we headed back to, we hop on the shuttle, we headed back to where the car was, we put all of our stuff away, and then we were like, okay, we're gonna walk around until it's time for our Square Enix cafe reservation. So Jack took us to this cute little like underground mall thing. It was so awesome. And so I didn't really know what was going on because once again I'm at the back of the pack, and so I don't hear the plans or know what's happening really. And so we touched down, and I was like really confused. I was like, what's going on? What are we doing? And like I'm sitting there, and I can't remember if it was Fudge or Chuckles. Like they point to like directly behind me. I look behind me, and they had this like. And I was like, oh my god. I was like freaking out. I took like a bunch of pictures because I was so excited. I was really excited, bro. What does Square Enix even do, bro? Nothing. Pre-order for that figure they got? Yeah, I'm sorry, man, that sucks. But yeah, I was so excited. And then I still didn't know what was happening because I was like taking a picture of this and being like all happy that I got to see my Oshi again. And all of a sudden Jax turns to me, and like at this point like Fudge and Firegator split off. I didn't even know where the fuck they went. Jack turns to me and he was like, do you want to go with them to go look at Gunpla models, or do you want to go with us to go to the Sega pop-up shop? And I was like, I would never in my life want to go look at Gunpla models. I will go with you guys. And so I followed them over, and there's like this little line. We were like hanging out and talking, yada yada, buggy buggy. And then we made it into it was a really small building. So they had to have like a line or like a queue of people to like let in and let out. Into the Sega pop-up shop. And Kirby, I thought you might find this really funny. I didn't take any pictures, but I thought you might find this really funny. They had like characters on the windows and stuff, and they had like 2 Sonic characters, and the rest of the characters were from Persona. Like I thought it was so fucking funny. I was like, Kirby would get a real kick out of this, bro. Nier Automata was good. Someone I follow on Twitter with the YouTube duo I know standing in front of that sign. Oh, hell yeah. We were there at the same time. But yeah, so we went into the Sega pop-up shop, and this is also really funny. When we got in, they were playing Whims of Fate from Persona 5. And like so many people were like singing along and stuff, and then right after that song ended, they started playing fucking, oh my god, what's the song from Royal, what is the name of the Takeover? They started playing Takeover, and like everybody they went quiet. I was like, oh, I know these guys are traumatized by that song. Like I am too. It was really funny. Apparently share an office or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, they had so they had Persona, they had Sonic merch, and then they had Yakuza merch. The Persona stuff was cool. I just didn't like really want to buy any of it, if I'm being honest, so I just didn't. But like Chuckles and Jax were tied in, so that was nice. I just kind of walked around with them. They had a sweatshirt that just said gamer on the front and nothing else, and I was really contemplating buying that because it was really funny, but I didn't. But I really should have, because it was the funniest shirt I've ever seen in my entire life. Sega shop, did you see any Angry Birds related? No. I told you, it was like really small. I think they only had room for like the popular stuff, and that was it. And yeah, and then we walked around for a bit more. We went to this like card shop and had like the most awkward interaction I've ever had in my entire life. I didn't know what was happening the entire time, but I walked over and they had like a, Hololive has like a TCG game now or whatever, and they had a starter pack for it with Okayu cards, and I was like, oh my god, I want to buy that because I love Okayu. And so I was like talking to the shop guy, and I was like, oh hey, yeah, can I get the Okayu card pack? And he was like, yeah, sure. When he walked up, he pulled out this whole like box of Uma Musume cards, like, this like huge box, like a full box, and was making really uncomfortable eye contact with Jax. And Jax and Chuckles were just like laughing a little bit, and I was like, what is going on? And I guess Jax had been like having a conversation with the guy about like how bad scalpers were, and so I guess he overheard Jax and Chuckles like teasing me, telling me that I should buy the Uma Musume cards, and so he just brought out this fucking box and was like he was slowly sliding it forward. I was like, this is so awkward. What is happening? It was crazy, bro. Yeah, I know, that's crazy. Sega owning Angry Birds. But yeah, so we just walked around the mall for a little bit and we hung out and yada yada. And then we went over to our Square Enix Cafe reservation. So we sat down and everything, and yeah, they had these huge TV screens that were like playing, like it was like mostly Dissidia trailers and stuff. If I'm being honest, that's all that I really remember. That, and they had like a trailer for the new Dragon Quest game and the like new Final Fantasy game. And like yeah, and so they had like different sets where you could get like a main course and like a drink, like a dessert and drink. I got the whole thing, like the course, the drink, and the dessert. I was kind of under the assumption that everybody else would get that, but nobody else got that. So I was like, I kind of feel like weird, but it was like whatever. So I wanted to try everything. So nothing happened because Square did nothing. Yeah, I got to shut down the whole fucking thing the moment we showed up. I really wanted to get the curry because I just really like curry. So I got the curry, right? And wow, this picture's so bright. There's a fucking burger on top too. So I got the curry, right? And I know this looks like honestly unappetizing, but it was really good. Like it was good curry. I thought it tasted really good. I feel like they kind of skimped me on the chicken and the rice, but it was fine. I had to like mix it together with the little salad, and like I think the salad and curry did not mix very well, but that was all right. And then Fudge was sitting right across from me, and we were like debating on what drinks we were gonna get, because I wanted to get the Sephiroth because I thought it sounded like really good, and then Fudge was like, oh, I'm gonna get the Sephiroth. So I was like, well, I can't get the same drink as him, so I got the Cloud. But the Cloud drink was really good because it tasted like pineapple juice, so it was really yummy. But when the waiter brought our drinks over, he was like, oh my god, and who has the Cloud and who has a Sephiroth? Oh my god, that's so cool. I was like, oh, that's us. I took a picture of our drinks together, but like I got a lot of people in the background and I did not want to try to edit that out, so I did not. Yeah, and like I swear to god, I thought the food was really good, but I guess Jax and like several other people didn't think that the food was good because he messaged us and was like, sorry that food was so bad. I was like, what are you talking about? It was really yummy. But with every like food thing that you get, yeah, I thought that it like the looks of it might turn me off, but it was fine. Also, it has a face. I guess apparently that stuff tastes like really fucking bad. That's edible, but it tastes like disgusting. But I gave all of the edible cardboard looking things to Fudge because he said he would eat them. So but yeah, honestly the curry was really good. But then with every like food purchase that you make, they gave you like a free like coaster or whatever, but it was like a random gotcha. And so we were all like, Fudge and I made a pact to open ours like slowly, like over time, so we get like the surprise factor, the wow factor. And so like towards the end of our meal, I'm sitting there like waiting. I guess my dessert took like a really long time to come out, I don't know why, but we're sitting there waiting, and I was like talking to Fudge about how I think like Tubi is kind of like overrated, how I think that like Kaine is like hotter and cooler and like is a better character, and then I go to open my fucking gacha, and whoops, I pressed the wrong button, and these motherfuckers gave me two 2B coasters. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I didn't want this. I was so mad, bro. I was like, what the fuck, man? I don't know, like, I think the gacha thing was fine, because there was, like, a pretty small amount of, coasters that you could get, so, you know. Giant 2B statue that didn't have pants on? Okay, bro. 4B. Yeah. She tried. I got upset. One of those. Oh yeah, yeah. You can have one if you want, dude. I don't care. But yeah, it was so bad. It was like whatever. And then I got the churros. Was my dessert thing, and they were good. They were fucking churros. They were advertised to be like bright fucking green, but when I got them, they were just covered in green sprinkles. I was like, damn, this is kind of a disappointment. I wanted to eat them because I thought that they looked like pickles. So I was like, that's funny. They're like little pickles, but nope. So yeah, why green? Because they're like cactus and churros or whatever. They're themed, Kirby. Everything's a theme. So yeah, so that was that. And then I've set my webcam up to show you guys stuff later. I'm gonna like show you guys all the stuff at the end, the stuff that I didn't get like pictures of. But we went to the shop and I got one of the t-shirts. And then and only then did I find a singular mention of Kingdom Hearts, which was that they had some of the soundtrack CDs. And I was like, oh, Kingdom Hearts, yay! But that was it. That was the only thing I saw of Kingdom Hearts in that whole fucking cafe. It's whatever, man. I don't even care. One that pickle? I don't know, man. Cacturn is a Pokemon? Cactar, whatever. Just because it's green doesn't make it a reference? No, it was a reference, bro. Everything in that cafe was a reference, Kirby. That was the whole point of the cafe, man. Okay, and then here. This is my merch haul. This is everything I bought at AX. This is a really bad picture. I even said that on Twitter. This is an awful picture. But, yeah. Every time I wanted to look at the art book, Fudge called me a gooner because some of the artwork in there is very suggestive. But I was like, it doesn't matter, bro. It's good art. I was looking at it. It's good art. But yeah, it's whatever. Okay, let's talk about Sunday. Sunday was our Disneyland day. Are you sure any of it was a reference, not just a weird artistic taste? No, it was all a reference, bro. Bro, I swear it was a reference. So, Sunday was Disneyland, right? So once again, Jax comes and he picks us up. And my throat is, I'm losing my throat. I didn't have anything to drink. It's okay. Oh, whoops. My headphones are so sensitive now. I have to like adjust them in a really specific way to get them to fucking work. Okay. So we drive over to Disneyland. We get in the parking. The friend that Jax brought along, I did not know, is like has like a bunch of Disneyland perks, and I was amazed the whole time. It was crazy. Anyways, today Sunday, the day. Slow down, Kathona. Sunday is the day that I brought my disposable camera with me, which was really fun because I got to take a whole bunch of pictures of everybody and like lots of stuff. So I was really excited for that. But we get there and we get through the gate. Oh, we didn't get through the gate. Half of us got through the gate. The other half of us had to go back to the car to put stuff away. Check Discord. Okay, brother, I got you. Oh, yeah. I can show you merch. Dude, nice picture. Yours is so much better than mine. Hang on. It's coming. I'm going to show you guys Firegator's merch haul. One of these things I bought for him because it was in the R18 booth. Oh, it's this picture. God, I hope it's this picture. Oh, that is huge. Hang on, I'm making it smaller. TW, trigger warning for some slightly suggestive print work. It's so cute though. I really like that print. Okay, this is Firegator's haul. That's like a lot of that was like some of the free stuff that they gave out, right? We went to LA. That's so cool, dude. I know, right? See the behind the scenes at Disney World, bro. Hell yeah. Yeah, bro. I was so tired, too. Gosh, that Doki print is so cute, man. Okay. Top Kit and Small Mika were gifts from Jax. Aw. Shit, I didn't get Jax anything when we were there. I didn't get Chuckles anything either. Oh, fuck. I really wanted to buy you guys gifts, and I just totally spaced. Chuckles, you would have loved LA? True. He would have loved LA. It's too bad he wasn't there. Okay, anyways. So, we get through security, and we take this, like, they have this, like, little, like, shuttle fare thing to get over to the gates. We get to the gates and we get our ticket scanned and we get inside and yada yada. And so I am standing at the gate with everybody. And I was like looking around and stuff and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. Like I'm gonna go walk over there and look at that. Oh, okay, it's super important to note. on day 2, Fudge made me, right before we left for the trip, go and buy a cane. And I was like, if I'm gonna buy a cane, I'm gonna get a cane that's like foldable so I can carry it with me. So I was like, I have to bring my cane with me today because my legs hurt so fucking bad. Like my back hurts, everything hurts. So I was like, I have to bring my cane with me today or else I'm not gonna be able to walk around Disneyland. So I have my cane with me, and so I was like, I wanted to like walk over and look at this thing, and then all of a sudden I hear, "Hi guys," and I turn around and you was just standing right in front of us, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And as I was telling Kirby and Evie, I didn't have time to freak out or be abnormal, so I just hit my elbow. I was completely normal the whole time I was talking to, speaking with, and around Yua, okay? I was normal, okay? Because they didn't believe me. They were like, I don't believe you. You weren't normal. I was like, I was normal. She's fun to hang out. Don't worry about it. Damn. Bro, that's crazy. Yeah, she was surprisingly normal. Thank you. Thank you. I was so normal. Okay, so we got the whole gang together. So we started walking over to like look at stuff and do stuff. And I think Jax and the other person we were with were like, let's go to Toontown first. And so we went over to Toontown. Oh my god, Toontown. I was so excited. I was like, dude, this is like a reference. So we headed over to Toontown, and they were like, let's do this, like, ride. And I remember turning to them, and I was like, guys, is this ride, like, super jerky? Because I was like, my stipulation for riding rides was, like, as long as it's, like, I can sit in it, like, okay, somewhat comfortably enough, and the ride doesn't, like, jerk you around all the time, I was like, I'll ride it. Like, I'll be fine with it. And they were like, yeah, it's fine, Katona, it's gonna be fine. And so I was like, okay, and... we get on the ride, and it's okay, it's a trackless dark ride, right? A super impressive technology, and I was really impressed by it, because right before we went on this trip, I was watching a shit ton of Defunctland videos. I mean, like, a shit ton of Defunctland videos. So I was like, in my head, I was like super knowledgeable about everything, and so we get on this ride, and it's like, it starts like jerking us around everywhere. And like after we get off the ride, they all turned to me, they were like, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's fine. It was so fucking funny. Oh my god. I was surprised. Chuckles, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. God, I didn't punch you once, bro. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Every time I looked at you and I was about to punch you, I was like, I can't punch him. I was like, I'll feel bad. So I didn't punch you, man. I really should've. As normal as Kelowna can be, I'm so normal, bro. I was shocked when the carts jerked me off, bro. It was doing what to you? It was like a really jerky ride, like, actually. And the seats were really small. So, and to top that off, the moment we sit down, they, like, lowered a bar, you know, for your safety or whatever, but it pushed right into my stomach, and it pushed my back into the seat, and I was like, oh, ouch, like, that hurt really fucking bad, actually. But it was fine, because I managed to adjust a little bit, so it was okay. Does this ride jerk around a lot? The little one is sensitive? What? You're so mean to me. Had we seen you the last day, I would have put you in a ditch, Chucky. On his birthday? You would have beat a man on his birthday, bro? That's crazy work. But yeah, no, there was a part of the ride where, like, it was like, I don't know how to describe it. You're like on a train with Goofy or whatever, and your car like goes missing or whatever, and you like go through these like sections. But there's like this part where you're in like this factory, and it was like called the Smasher, and you're like about to get like smashed by this giant hammer thing. But all I could think about in the moment was Mickey's Dick Smasher, the like fucking meme. And so I think I was sitting next to Fudge, and I went, oh my god, is that Mickey's Dick Smasher? I don't think anybody heard me, but I was like, I was really excited for that joke. Smasher, I hardly know her. Yeah, I do explain Mickey's Dick Smasher afterwards to Jax, because I was like, dude, that was just like Mickey's Dick Smasher, and he was like, what? It was so funny though. Anyways, God, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be able to recollect like a lot of this trip, or a lot of Disneyland trip, because we did like so much walking around. I just don't like remember everything and everywhere that we went. If you guys want to help jog my memory, because I'm like, I know that we went somewhere else after this, right? We went on the Haunted Mansion ride after this, right? I was so excited. We called it the Panini Press. For real. I was so excited to go on the Haunted Mansion ride, because I was under the impression that it only operated during Halloween. I don't know why I thought that. I think I just remembered like seeing a post or something talking about it. I don't remember. But like Jack was like, no, it's like all year round. I was like, oh my god, I've always wanted to go on the Haunted Mansion ride. I was so excited. And like, it was honestly a really good ride. It was so fun. It was like super dark though. There's like, you know, I have this like intro scene where you like walk into this like center room to like, it's like a pre-story prep thing or whatever. And so we're in the room and the voice guy's talking to us and the lights shut off and you see like the hanging man above you and then the lighting flashes and the lights go out and this kid screamed so fucking loud. It was so, he like started crying. It was so funny, bro. But yeah, no Sora, no Mickey. We did see Mickey like twice, but he was like really backed up. There was no Sora. I think Sora might have been like a limited run type thing. So I know he had like a costume for Disneyland, but he was not there when we went, sadly. I only care enough to kill somebody you love too. Cedar Point with my friends in high school. My gay friend saw a really tall tower and screamed "Fady dick," and I was like, "Can you question was named Cathona?" No. We had like a thing, cause we were like counting all the like kids that we saw crying. I think we got 16 was our total. That was a really exciting addition. Anyways, so I was under the impression that I was gonna ride the like car with Fudge because it was like a 2-person thing. So I was like, we had like what do we have, like 7 people with us? We had an odd number. So like you was like, oh, I'll ride by myself, and I was like, okay. But then Fudge just like ran ahead of us. Like he went so far ahead of us, and so you and I were like, okay, I guess we're riding together. So you and I rode together. And yeah, I really liked the ride a lot. It was super fun. Yeah, that's all I have to say about the Haunted Mansion. And I think because it was really close by, we walked over to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride to ride that. And I have a really fun story about the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I got this little picture. Okay, first of all, riding it on Sunday, we were really close to the front. And I did not know that this ride had like slopes that it went down really fast because I didn't fucking remember this from when I was a kid. And so we got hella wet. We were splashed, bro. The worst part is, despite the fact that I was wearing my glasses, the water splashed through my glasses. It fucking landed in my eye, and I swear to you, it was the saltiest fucking water. I thought my eye had a fucking disease. Like, it hurt so bad for like an hour or two after it happened. It was awful. I was like, what the fuck? It was terrible, bro. Did you get drunk at all? No, I did not get drunk the whole fucking trip. Yeah, dude, it was crazy. I said you wouldn't get wet. And then we got so fucking wet. Shout out my shirt. Yeah, bro. You guys were in the front. You guys got fucking soaked. But this part of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, right here, when I was a kid, like a really like little kid, I brought my like, my childhood blanket with me, right? Sorry, 1 second. Fudge, you're still watching, right? Can you bring me my phone charger, man? My phone's dying. Can you hear me? Quick, slave boy, work. Anyways, I brought my like little like childhood blanket with me on this ride. And I think like at one point, I don't even like really distinctly remember this, but I think at one point it like almost fell out of the like boat, and I like almost went to like go diving into the water to like catch it, and my sister tried to like catch me before I fell in. So I took this picture to send it to them, and then they were like, God, don't fucking remind us of that, Cathona. So yeah. Okay, and then after this, and then we walked back over to like the town center square thingy. They had the like giant like Walt Disney statue that I remember watching about in the Defunct Land video, so I wanted to like look at it because I was so excited. And thank you. Can you plug it in and everything?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate you.
I was about to say, I'm surprised you didn't call me a little slave boy.
But then some people like booted me away, which I was like kind of upset about, but it was like whatever. And so then we were standing, we went and got food before we like even went on any rides, right? We went and got food after we went to Toontown, right?
Yeah, it was like after the first
Yeah, so this was like, the food thing was like before all of the stuff that I already talked about, but
I sent that before you talked about it.
yeah. But then Yua and I are, okay, Chuckles and the other person went to go and like get some stuff. So then Yua and I went to go get like these like Dole Whip like little ice cream things. That was really fun. Those were so yummy. They were so good. Then when we came back, we were all like standing around in the square, and very kindly this I want to start calling him like the mysterious person that Jax brought along with us. They walk over to me, and they hand me this, and I was like, I was so excited. I was like, this is the one thing that I wanted to buy when I was here, and they bought it for me because like they're also like a really big Kingdom Hearts fan, and they knew that I was a really big Kingdom Hearts fan. We were both like decked out in our Kingdom Hearts merch, and they handed it to me, and I was like, I was so excited. I thought I was gonna cry, bro. I was like, oh my god, thank you. It was so nice. So that's Fudge's shirt in the background. I couldn't really crop it out. Anyways, so after we got this stuff, we were like standing around hanging out. 4-year mod anniversary. Congratulations. No, the water was awful, bro. Come out of that water with glowing green 30 plus leeches on you, bro, literally. So yeah, so we're standing around like hanging out, and then all of a fucking sudden, like I don't think any of us were expecting this, like a fucking parade starts going through to celebrate the 4th of July, right? Which I'd totally forgotten fucking even happened. And it was so fucking funny. They were playing this song. I'm sorry that I don't remember the name of it, but it was like in this song, like it would like chant out like American cities and shit. And so they were like, the lady who was like leading the parade was like, okay guys, everybody chant it with me. And like they were like chanting this. I don't know. I guess other people around me were expecting this parade, but we were not. It was like insane. And then at the very end of the chant, they went, and we can't forget Anaheim, California. And you and I turned to look at each other, and we were like holding in our fucking laughter. It was so fucking funny. They did this not once, but twice. They did it twice. Oh. Hang on, I'm gonna move the other hamburger on top of my hamburger. Unless you want like a third hamburger. I can put a third hamburger down. So, like, I'm gonna start putting these hamburgers like on my shoulders and shit. Oops, that's not my hamburger. There we go. Yeah, it was crazy. Anaheim is where Disneyland is. Like, that's why they were like going like Anaheim, California, because that's where Disneyland is. But it was so fucking funny, bro. She was so enthused to shout out her town, bro. I was like, it was so funny, man. Oh my god. Anyway, so that was a crazy moment that we just kind of had to sit around for, because like a huge crowd formed, and like we just couldn't like move around. It was crazy. It was insane. So anyways, I don't even remember what we did next. What did we do next? Is this the point in time where we split up? I think this might have been when we split up. I'm not even sure. Because I think we did like more walking around, and then I'm pretty sure that we split up, right? Because Jackson Company went to go ride this like car ride. That he was like very explicit in saying that it was going to hurt my back. So I was like, okay, I'm fine with like not riding that. And then the rest of us, so me, Fudge, Firegator, Yua, and Chuckles, we went to go ride the Finding Nemo ride, which I was so excited about. If you guys didn't know, when I was a kid, Finding Nemo was my favorite movie. And my mom and dad used to tell me that when I was crying, they would just put the movie on, and I would just shut up and just like stare at it. Very fitting. I know, it's very fitting, but you know. Yeah, the Honda thing. Yeah, the car thing. It was crazy. So we went to go ride the Finding Nemo ride. I was so excited. Like, if you guys didn't know, it like puts you in this like big submarine thing. And it's like all like underwater. It was really interesting. I think a part of the ride might have been broken, if I'm being honest, but I took a couple of pictures of the ride. It was interesting. I really liked it a lot, because I felt in a moment, a brief window of childlike wonder and joy like entered my consciousness. I was like transported to when I was a little kid on this ride for the first time. I was like, wow. Wow. $7 monster? Dude, I got yours for $5, okay? So yeah, it was so exciting, bro. Chocolate soda, yes. Turtle Talk with Crush. We actually did not go to that, even though Yua wanted us to. That was in California Adventure, which is the next part of my story. So after we got off this ride, Yua was talking to me about how Fudge and I have rides. We have tickets specifically, park hopper tickets to go to California Adventure, which is like the other side of Disneyland. And so I was like, does anybody else have like park hopper tickets? And no, it was literally just the two of us. We were the only two who had park hopper tickets. So Yua was like, you have to go. Like right now, everybody's like split up and we're like doing our own things. Just go, and like, you know, we'll catch up with you later. And I was like, okay. And Fudge was like, okay. And like as we're walking, we were both like, I don't really want to do this. we were like contemplating even going, because like we just wanted to spend time with our friends, and we didn't really want to go. But I was like, we have these tickets. Like, you know, I bought them. We might as well go. So we went, and, like, we walked around and stuff. And I didn't know the last time I went to California Adventures when I was a kid. They didn't have, like, anything. So this time I was, like, really shocked to find that they had, like, a bunch of, like, really cool stuff. I love canned domestic violence. I got you, bro. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Yeah, I was just walking by, like, a stall when I was walking back from California Adventure, and I saw it, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta buy it. So I took a bunch of pictures, which, I didn't crop this photo very well, so there's a bunch of people in the way. I just kind of, like, cropped them all out. But yeah, they had this, like, whole section, like, dedicated, like, San Francisco, and, like, I was like, it was really cool. I was super excited. When we stopped here, we got food. And they had this, like, karaage chicken sandwich. It was really good. Honestly, I was kind of, like, surprised that the food was decent enough. And yeah, and then Fudge and I hung out for a little bit around here. We walked around a bunch. I really wanted to, like, get and buy more stuff while I was there, but most of the shops they just didn't have anything that I was really interested in. But then we went over, because I don't know if you guys love this, but I love Ferris wheels, like, so much. And so we went over to ride the Ferris wheel. This is the only picture I took of it. They had, like, grates on all of the like, cart thingies, so I couldn't really get a very good picture with my phone. But while we were standing in line, the line got super fucking long. Like, it got so busy. And so they started, like, pairing up, like, groups of two, with, like, other people, and so we ended up sitting on the cart with this, like, mom and her kid. But, like, it was, like, really endearing, to see the two of them, so I was, like, perfectly fine. Plus, we were, like, both, like, in our own bubbles, just having our own conversation, so it was chill. The view from up top of the Ferris wheel was really cool. You got to see some, like, infrastructure and shit that you would not have seen normally. I was, like, so excited to find out that this huge electrical grid was, like, all underneath this water, and you could see all of it, because the water was really shallow. It was cool. It was very cool. But, like, we were walking on the whole time, and we were, like, this is awful. We only spent, like, 2 hours, I think, in the parks. Oh my gosh. Hi, thank you so much for the raid. That scared me so bad. Hello. Hi. I'm just yapping about the trip I just took to LA for AX. So hi. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna pick up where I left off. Yeah, so we were only in California Adventure for, like, 2 hours. But I wanted to, like, walk around the whole thing, so. The cars area was, I think, honestly the coolest, like, section of the park that I saw. Because it was, like, a very, like, one-to-one. So happy to see you. Yeah! No, I love my model so much. Thank you for making it. I hope your trip went well. It went great, thank you. I hope your stream went well. Yeah. I'm so awkward, I'm sorry. But yeah, anyways. So we went back and we met up with everybody, and at this point they had probably had, like, 2 hours worth of just, like, rest, because they were just sitting and chilling, and Fudge and I were, like, on our feet the whole fucking time. So I was like, I'm gonna sit down, like, I need to sit down. And I think they were riding a ride. I don't remember what ride it was. It was like the mountain thing. God, what? Fudge Firegator. Do you remember what it was called? Because I don't remember. But, like, Fudge and I found a bunch, and we just, like, sat down and we chilled for a little bit. And then I think they went to go ride another ride. Oh, yeah, Indiana Jones. What was the other one, though? Big Thunder Mountain, right? You guys rode that one, too, right? Oh, no, you sat and hung out with us while they were riding that, right? I don't remember. Gosh, it's like, it was only a few days ago, and, like, my memory is so fucked. But, yeah. Yeah, they rode that, and I sat and chilled for a little bit. And then I think, gosh, I think we only sat for, like, a little bit, because then we went to go, like, do something else. But, God, I don't even fucking remember. My memory is so shot of this trip. Yeah, and then we walked over, we reconvened and we walked all the way over to the Star Wars ride, because they wanted to ride it. But I was not feeling it, bro. Because, you know, you guys know, I don't like Star Wars that much. So I was like, I didn't have any interest in it to begin with. And then I was talking to, like, Jax, and I was like, do you know if this, like, ride's super bumpy? And they were like, yeah, it's kind of bumpy. And I was like, I'm not going to ride it then. Like, at that point, my back was killing me. And so Jax didn't really want to ride it either. So Jax and I both hopped out of the line. And we just went and we sat down and we chilled and we just talked for a little bit. And then everybody came out. And then at that point, we were like, yeah, this is kind of like, oh, yes, okay. While you guys were riding the rides, Yua and I and Chuckles, we all walked over to get, like, some food. We were hanging out in, like, some food area, and we just sat there and chilled for a little bit. Okay, See, it's coming back to me. Oh yeah, you bought me like all of like so much food on that trip. It was crazy. Every single time I was like, "Are you sure you don't want me to pay you back?" She was like, "No." I'm like, "I can all write this off or like whatever." And I was like, "Okay." Whatever you say, I'm not gonna argue with you. She was telling me she girl mathed the whole trip. I was like, mad respect, bro. Star Wars is so boring, honestly. Worth the whole trip to Disney. So I love how we have such differing opinions. Anyways. So after we did that, we were all like, okay, I think we're ready to go. But I wanted to double back to get some Haunted Mansion merch because I didn't get anything when we walked out. So I went back and I got a t-shirt. And then we took the train one last time. I guess it was like the last time that it was running. And we had this really fucking funny moment where there's like I guess there's supposed to be like a cool like section of the like train ride that you can take where they like show you like dinosaurs and shit. I don't even know because I guess it was like under construction or whatever because like most of it was just like cardboard cutouts. It was really funny. You would turn to us and she was like, "It's supposed to have like all this cool stuff and these well detailed like background scenes and stuff, but it was just like these fucking cardboard cutouts." And it was really funny because just like epic fucking music was playing, and then it would just like show like a cardboard cutout of a fucking dinosaur. I don't know how else to describe it. It was so fucking funny. And then we left the park, and that was it for Disneyland. We all said goodbye, and we were supposed to hang out on Monday, but then something happened, so we weren't able to hang out on Monday. So then Fudge and I and Firegator all took an Uber back to LAX, and we got to LAX and we were chilling and hanging out, and then Fudge goes, "Where's my phone?" And he left it in the Uber. And I had to help him fill out a form to contact Uber. And then the Uber lady called me like a few days ago to help me ship Fudge's phone back to our house, so that was fun. But we said we split ways because like Firegator's gate is like super far away, and by that point I was like dying because I was like so hungry. So we get up there, we get some food, and like Fudge and I had to wait like 2 hours I think for our flight to start. And then we got on our flight, we fly home, and I don't have anything exciting or important to say about that flight home because it was just a flight home. And then yeah. I had to pay $60 for parking, which sucked. Oh wait. One more thing before we go. Kirby, I took this picture actually specifically for you, because I was so excited. Right as we were like leaving the park, like California Adventures Park, I saw this and I was like, oh my fucking god, is that Oswald? I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, Kirby's gonna like flip when he sees this. It's so cool. You forgot the fireworks? We should have stayed for the fireworks, man. Fuck. No, we were so tired, Namco. We were so tired, bro. Would have wept if you saw that he's a huge dinosaur fanatic. Oh really? 5 fucking terminals? Yeah. Yeah, I was like, dude, I can't believe they have Oswald just like fucking sitting on the wall. As I walked over, I heard some people going, "Oh my god, is that Oswald?" I was like, "It's Oswald." So yeah, and then we got home, and yeah, okay. I have my webcam on. Let me double check to make sure that it's not like angled super fucking weird because I accidentally hit it a couple of times. Yeah, oh, it's angled so far up that you can see the Amazon barcode on this thing. Okay. Let me show you guys some of the other stuff I got. Okay, so this is the Okayu rubber strap thingy that I won at the Gachapon machines. Oh my god, isn't she so cute? I was so excited. I walked over and I was like, Chuckles, I scored big. I'd have make it for you. I know who the fuck Oswald is, bro. Okay, I know I already showed this in the merch picture, but this is my prized possession that I bought at AX. I love Chio so much, and I was really excited to find out that people were like selling merch of Chio because I didn't think I'd find any Chio merch. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my god. And when I asked the guy who was running the booth for the Chio, I was like, "Can I get the Chio?" And he was like, "What?" I was like, "Can I have the Chio?" And he was like, "Oh, Sakura Chio no." I was like, gosh, should I have let I thought saying Chio would have made it easier, but you know. Okay, this is the box of Okayu cards that I bought. I'm sorry, I struggled so hard to get this fucking stupid box open. I should have waited to open the cards when I was with you guys, but I couldn't wait. I didn't have the patience. Anyways, the cards are so fucking pretty. Can you guys see the artwork on these? So fucking pretty. Oh my god. I love you, Okayu. Yeah, I was really excited. yeah, I ended up unboxing these like as we were sitting on the bench, like right after I bought them. Ohio cards, Ohio cards, Ohio. Such a gamer, yeah. Doki cards at that shop. Oh, yeah. If I had seen some, I would have told you, honestly. Open the box and there's just that one card and that's it. Dude, $20 well spent. Okay, this is the shirt that I got at the Final Fantasy cafe. It's like, sorry, I have to like unstretch it out. It says Los Angeles, Los Angeles on the front. Yeah, it's a really cute shirt. They had it in black too, but honestly, I really liked the white, so that's why I bought the white one. I didn't see any either from that one. I think yeah. Do you have the whole like Treasure Mountain Mega Pack and you Switch? No, but I should get it. I like the Chocobo shirt too. And then this is the shirt I got from the Haunted Mansion. Oh my god. I can't get it in the frame very well. Oh! I just turned it off. Just turned my camera off. Honestly, they had like this really like cool looking coat, but it didn't have like a price tag. And so I just bought this. This shirt was $40. Crazy. Crazy. Never account for inflation, bro. Everything in LA was so expensive. Okay, and last, most importantly, this is the camera I took pictures with. Okay, I bought this. It's very special online. It came with this cool little cover. It's all Kingdom Hearts themed. Isn't it so cool? And yeah, it had like 25 pictures on it, I think. And I filled up the whole goddamn thing. The funniest thing was at the very end, I was like, I still have like a bunch of pictures left. And so I rapid fire while we were on the tram thingy back. I took pictures of everybody. But I had one picture left. And I was like, fudge, what should I take a picture of? I don't know. And he was like, oh, you should get like something like memorable, like the sunset or something. And then we were sitting right next to a trash can and I was like, this fucking trash can. So when I get these photos like developed and everything, I'll show you guys them. Because I haven't gotten them off the camera yet. Star Wars shit, there are like no pictures of? Yeah. Sales tax is a devil? Fuck, sales tax! The whole time we were like, every single time like we bought something, I was like, fuck, I forgot about sales tax! Frame the trash can laminated? I really should. I bet it's gonna be a very beautiful picture. But yep, that was everything. That was the whole trip. I just talked for like a whole hour of bullshit. But yep, yeah, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Yeah. You guys don't really experience sales tax? Yeah, it was awful. Dude, swimming sounds awesome. No, our hotel had a swimming pool, and I was really sad I didn't go to it. But it was always like really busy, so you know. I have a question. What is 6'7"? 6'7". I don't know how to describe the meme. It was like a kid, like did like a 6'7" and then just became like really funny. I don't know, man. Dude, you need to watch Dan Versus. It's such a fucking funny show. That's like where that quote comes from. And it is hilarious. I sat down and watched the whole thing recently. And it's so fucking good. Sadly it got canceled. But oh my god. It's such a funny fucking show. What is 30 plus 37? Carry the 8. Is it 5? 5 is my final answer, by the way. Having to calculate sales tax for like every purchase? Man, that's crazy, dude. I wish. Hang on, I just found out I can copy paste the burgers. Sales tax is like, dude. I wish we could get rid of sales tax forever, honestly. I feel like there was other stuff that I wanted to show you guys, but I don't even remember. I could show you guys the mats that they gave us at the Square Enix cafe. I don't know, it's like everything that I have is like so reflective. So I almost don't want to show it like instinctively. Taxes for all people who make less than $1 million? Dude. Imagine living a tax-free life. 3 burger. Would you like 3 burgers? Everybody else has the extra money? Yeah. I think everybody should just give me all their money. Different in every state. In Texas, it's 1. Damn, that's crazy. Damn! Okay, yeah, that's all I had to talk about. Oh, wait. When I got the, hang on, let me, oh, that's like, whoops. That's not the slideshow. That's the slideshow. When I got the I'm gonna cycle through again. Show me my merch pics. Okay. When I got this standee, when I got it, I was talking to the artist, and they were like, "Oh, I'm sold out of that. I'm sorry." And I was like, "Oh, that's okay." And I was like trying to figure out which one that I wanted. And then they were like, "Oh, you can have a display one if you want it." And I was like, "Oh, if you're okay with it, that's fine by me, I guess." And they're like, "Okay, yeah, you can just like grab it." And so I just took it from the fucking stand. I was like, "Yes, I got the last one." I was so excited. Yeah, that's the end of that story. Dude, Kadona, that was a crazy story. Thanks, guys. Tell you about what I did while you were gone? Yeah, guys, why don't you guys tell me about what you were doing while I was gone? Were you like sitting alone in a sad corner waiting for me to come back? You were like crying and there was like tears coming down your face. You're like, when am I gonna see Kadona T Small again? Something is $9.99, $10.81. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. See, where I come from, if you buy something for $9.99, it costs $9.99. I know, it's a crazy concept, but... You recorded a video with EP? Were you, like, crying the whole time because you missed me so much? Kadona triple T small? No. Kadona T small? I wanted a mini vacation to Columbus. Oh, so nobody missed me? What the fuck, you guys? Am I chopped liver to you? Like... Calculated weirdly on the eShop. For some reason, it's $10.66. You have sales tax on the eShop? Huh, that was a sentence. You have sales tax on the eShop? That sounded like I said sex like 3 different times. That's crazy, dog. You should set your location to here, and then you won't have sales tax. Okay, chat. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I'm gonna keep it so for real. I have not eaten dinner. Like, at all. And it's like 6:30 p.m. right now for me. And I also worked today, so I'm really tired. I'm probably gonna go ahead and end the stream since I don't have anything else to talk about. Dinner, I hardly know her. Yeah, man. That reminds me, every time we pass by the Matterhorn, or like we were just like talking about it, I went, Matterhorn. Oh god, I can't remember what the really bad joke that I made was. I made so many really bad your mom jokes. At one point, well, I think while we were standing in line for this like a pop-up shop, Jax went, Kadona, you're exactly like how like you are online. I was like, were you expecting me to just not be an annoying piece of shit in real life? Like, something at home, so I took the drive to Columbus and got his stuff. Dude, hell yeah. Right to EP, it's EP. All I thought was Kadona who? No, I get it, man. Matterhorn is a Tekken move? Yua's favorite. Really? Dude, hell yeah. Dude, it was so nice getting a chat with Yua and just like hang out with her, bro. Yeah. Set to that technically it would register my billing address. Go, hey, he's cheating list? Crazy. Walk 2 miles to a hobby shop, let a tiger take more and walk 2 miles back. If you go to Columbus, never cross the bridge. I believe you, bro. Dude, that's awesome. I can't believe none of you guys missed me though. I'm gonna be crying tonight in my bed while I fall asleep. Ever go to Ohio, bro? Okay, I'm gonna end my stream. Fuck you guys, I hate you all. I'm kidding. I could never hate you. Anyways, if I see something or if I remember a story to tell you guys, like I'll probably talk about it later, but you know. Thank you guys for coming to the stream though. So I'll see you guys. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna put and directly upload the Kingdom Hearts 3 video tomorrow. It's going to go live tomorrow. So welcome back. Oh, thanks. I missed you. Aw, I missed you guys too. You were busy? Yeah, no, that's fair. I was busy too, so, you know, we're in the same boat. God, what the fuck was I saying? Okay, the Kingdom Hearts 3 video is going live tomorrow. Part 1 is going live tomorrow. So after it goes live, I'm going to stream a little bit. We'll talk about it. I'll show you guys some behind the scenes, some this, some of that, a little this, a little that. Kumo's a bus. I am bus. We shouted her out. Now let's mug her. Revelation. Kuma follow the bus. You gotta change your name, dog. Okay. Alright. Yes, thank you guys for coming. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tiki smile. Yeah, and I'll catch you guys later, taters. Okay. That was me making a loud peace sign at you guys. I was gonna put my 3D model on, but then I have my webcam, so just pretend that you see it, okay? Alright, okay, bye! Oh, I didn't mute my mic. I pressed it and it didn't mute. Okay, now I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye.